Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Philosophy for Philistines channel. It is late on the night of March the 30th, but there is something that I wanted to share with you before hitting the hay this evening. The greatest sins that can be committed are sins against the nature of our humanity. And I wrote the following today. I'm going to make this very quick, and I will post what I have written below on this video so that you may share it in written form should you wish to. Thoughts on our governing elite, rejecting the grand narrative while foisting unconstitutional taxes along with curtailing civil liberties. Narcissistic psychopaths believe that the world turns because of their doings, making them capable of doing great harm, which is why our elected representatives have deluded themselves into believing their meddlesome actions are all for the greater good. Even Odin, the Nordic god of wisdom, hung himself on Yggdrasil, the tree of the death gallows, in order to seek after greater enlightenment in a metaphorical act of crucifixion and resurrection. Such parables demonstrate how utterly our governing narcissists misunderstand the Jungian archetypes which reside deeply in humanity's collective unconsciousness. These archetypes contain the metaphorical structures of the human story, which are always framed in a religious manner. In the act of becoming sufficiently arrogant to reject their own evolutionary biology, the elite attempt to become the fulfillment of Nietzsche's Ubermensch, namely supermen who have assumed the impossible task of creating their own value structure. In doing so, they have become petty, arrogant fools, completely unaware of their own lack of self-knowledge and the limits of their own understanding. Moreover, they are hell-bent on forcing this ignorance on the rest of us while obliging us to pay for the lesson from money borrowed from generations to come. This is the inevitable result of societies which have become sufficiently pathological to place narcissists in places of power. Whenever this has happened in the past, tyranny and murder were the inescapable outcomes. Justin Trudeau is the ultimate poster boy for foolish, pathological narcissism. He is a man utterly devoid of self-knowledge and shallower than a small, damp, soiled soap dish. He, along with the elite who support him, meddle in affairs the complexity of which they are utterly ignorant. Worse, they hire experts at our expense who will confirm their irrational conclusions to force false solutions to problems they themselves have created as a result of their ceaseless meddling in complex matters far beyond their ability to understand. It is time for civil disobedience. We cannot continue to cooperate with people who are literally deconstructing the very nature of how to create habitable order out of this social chaos that we're entering in. If anything's going to get canceled in this cancel culture generation, it needs to be the idiotic postmodern elite who are far, far too incompetent and dull-witted to understand the complexities of the tasks they're engaging themselves in and using our taxpayer money to fund it and robbing us of our civil liberties all along the way. Resist and think for yourself and join this vital discussion. Share your thoughts below This is a place of debate. Use ethics, epistemology, and speak about our cultural ethos, because it is up to us to restore habitable order out of chaos. Have a great night. God bless you all.